Hello and welcome everyone. We're back for some more modern action. Today we're playing Jeskai Black in Modern. This time I want to try it out with Stoneforge Mystic. So originally the deck was an old standard deck I had kind of brought into Modern to try it out. Sure, I'm not the first person, but it was a deck I played for a little bit in standard. Didn't play it a whole lot, but the idea was it was Jace's Prodigy, Kolaghan's Command, Crackling Doom, a lot of really powerful three-colored spells combined with Treasure Cruise, Manus Rider, things like this to really pressure your opponent in a lot of different ways. The very first version we played was very, very similar to that, but since then we've kind of updated the deck in a few different ways. We're doing the same thing here today. So today we're playing a little bit more one-drops. We're playing 12 of them. I believe I usually play 10. The other two lists I had over there play 10. 10 right. There's one that's playing 11 because it's got third Thoughtseize. But anyway, so this version has 12. 5 discard spells, 3 bolts, 2 pushes, 2 paths. It's possible maybe that used to be 4 paths, but we're going to split it for now. In the upper end, we have 2 drops. We have 10 cards. We have 3 Stoneforge Mystics with a Fire and Ice and a Batter Skull to grab, along with 4 Snapcaster Mages and 3 Lightning Helix. Snapcaster is one of our best cards in our fairer matchups and in matchups that we don't have to have Rest in Peace against. Does a really good job of course, reoccurring our discard spells or damage spells, whatever we need. Then at the 3-drop slot, we have 3 Seasoned Pyros. Typically, I never liked playing double costed spells at the 3-drop because we want to hit our 3-drops a lot more consistently than we do our 4 and 5s. So while we always played 2 double costing 4-drop Planeswalkers, we played like Vendalion Click or Liliana occasionally, but never 3 of. But this time we're playing 3 Seasoned Pyros. I think it's good enough. Maybe even want a 4th, to be honest, but I don't know what to cut because I want to try Esper Charm. Esper Charm seems really good. Draw 2 cards, destroy an enchantment, or make our opponent discard 2 cards. Same with Crackling Doom. We're going back to Crackling Doom because I think making our opponent sacrifice the highest toughness or highest power creature is a little bit more significant than just sacrificing a random creature. Plus it is each opponent, so it's not target player. Of course, like we already talked about Sword of Fire and Ice. Then we have 2 Teferi Time Ravelers, 2 Gideon Ally of Zendikar. I think Gideon is one of the best 4-drops right now. He creates threats. He's an extremely fast clock. And like that's it. Like typically against like combo decks, we have a decent matchup because we have discard early, and then we have a decent amount of pressure now with Gideon and Stoneforge. We're also playing 1 Dragonlord Ojutai, just kind of as a cutesy 5-drop finisher. Teferi Hero of Dominaria is probably still just better, but I figured since we're not playing Search for Azcanta anymore, we could probably try out an actual creature at the higher end. Because that was one thing why we wanted all of our real win conditions to be Planeswalkers is because we were playing Search for Azcanta. So Search could find us these powerful Planeswalkers. Sideboard, we have 2 Dovin's Vetoes, 1 Chandra Torch of Defiance. I really like Chandra. I think she's really good in the control matchups and in the grindier, longer game matchups. 1 Anger of the Gods for against the humans, Dredge, these kind of decks. 2 Rest in Peace is our Graveyard Hate of choice. It's also very good against the Urza Thopter sword combo. Stony Silence mostly for Urza Thopter, but also in there for against any other artifact deck we might encounter, like Hardened Scales, Traditional Affinity, things like that. Or Tron even. We have 1 Ceremonious Rejection, 1 Disdainful Stroke. Both good hedges against Tron, Eldrazi, and Disdainful Stroke can also go in against Titan Shift. 3 Ashiok. Now Ashiok's primarily there for the can't search your library part to hit against Titan Shift and stuff like that. But it can also be good with the exiling the graveyard against other things. And then 2 Damn Mixer for the Tron matchup. The one matchup I'm kind of conceding to with the way we've built this list is Burn. We're only playing 3 Lightning Helix. If I want to beat Burn, I think we should have a 4th Helix over a Bolt, a Push, or a Path. And then we should have at least one timely in the third Ashiok slot, and possibly a second timely in the Chandra slot. So I think if we were really trying to beat Burn, that's where we'd be at. But I think I'd rather try to beat Titan Shift and Thopter Sword. So, with that being said, watch us just play a bunch of Burn decks. Yeah, alright, we'll be back in just a minute for the next round. Or for the first round. Whatever round. Alright, welcome in everyone. Here we are for round number 1 on the draw. Alright, this hand's fine. We can get blue-red for our bolts. Godless Shrine can cast Inquisition and Stoneforge. We'll keep it. Obviously, we would really like to start to draw a couple more lands with some of our bigger spells. But at the moment, we would really like to just hit another Black Source or another... Well, a second Stoneforge Mystic is not a... Oh, that's not going to be castable off that black mana. Or what? No, hold on. That's not going to be castable off of that. Have to exile, getting into the trials. Woof. Alright, wow, this is a little awkward. Alright, so they have the Spell Snare, so they're going to get a Spell Snare us one way or the other. They also have the Mana Leak. Alright, let's take getting into the trials. I'd rather not have to try and beat him. I mean, admittedly, we could bolt him if they emblem him to start off, but yeah. Alright, they're going to opt here. Alright, they drew a Flood Strand. Alright, we're going to get Steam Vents here, and I think we're just going to slam the Stoneforge Mystic into... I don't know if I want to get Spell Snare. That feels pretty bad. No, let's not. Yeah, so here if I would take a Spell Snare, they would have to Mana Leak us. Actually, if we would have gave them Gideon, though, it would have to give us Tournament Opening. Yep. Alright, so white, red, black. Thoughtseize. Alright, I'm going to take their Stoneforge. Then we're going to play our Stoneforge. Which, yes, I'm aware it's just going to get bounced. But here's the thing is, we get to kill their Teferi when they bounce our Stoneforge now. So, we're okay with that. Alright, so one unknown card still. Teferi of our very own, huh? Alright, let's take out their Teferi. Oh, alright. Alright. Go ahead and Spell Snare me. This is going to leave him with 2 cards. Yep. And next turn, we're going to most likely get to go Stoneforge Bolt again. Yep. Nice. Attempt to Stoneforge. Resolves. Yes, I want the Sophie. Then, I want to bolt this. I'm going to play as tapped. I'm assuming this is where we get Path to Exiled. Maybe not. Oh, we have 3 cards in hand here. Interesting. Alright, we're going to pass. Yep. Alright, draw for turn. I like me and Aaron Mesa. That's for sure. Alright, we're going to pass. I think this is going to get us a white, probably a white blue land. Alright, I'm going to get me a white source here. I'm going to get me a black source here. Alright, give me a red-black land here, I guess. Plus, actually, no. Let's just do this. I guess I should equip. It's going to get Path one or the other, I guess, so maybe I should equip it to an Elemental. Yeah, I guess I should have equipped it to an Elemental. Verdict, alright. So we're not getting Path, I see. Alright, plus. It did fetch us so that we don't have any white mana, which is awkward. Yeah, I fetched us so that we don't have double white, which is pretty awkward here. Sure. Sure. Feast and Famine. Again, sure. Alright, let's fetch. Hallowed Fountain. Shocking it in. Gideon. Create an ally. Yeah, we're going to Season Pyro here, I think. Well, that was just terrible. That, on the other hand, was pretty good. Alright, so they're going to go Stoneforge. Oh, no, they're just conceding. Okay. Interesting choice there. I felt like we're in a pretty rough spot here, but then again, I guess they can't interact on our turn, so in other words, we just get to do whatever we want during our turn, which means they can't actually deal with this Gideon. Fair enough. Fair enough, opponent. Alright, so against control. I think I want these cards. And Path's probably not where it's at. Crackling Doom. It's probably also not where it's at. Yeah, let's try that. I mean, they are pretty well positioned against our Stoneforge Mystic package, but I still think it's better than, like, our crappiest removal spells. And while, yeah, Path to Exile deals with Stoneforge, it also ramps them closer to a Batterskull. In Crackling Doom, I mean, if we could target it, if we could direct it at a... oh, God, this hand is close. I think if this is a discard spell instead, I'd keep it. But the fact that we just don't have a way to get to Gideon quickly... Yeah, we're gonna mulligan. Alright, this hand seems better. We'll keep this one. I'm gonna put the swamp to the, or mountain to the bottom. Alright. Field of Ruin. Stoneforge Mystic. I'm gonna white-red land. We want to avoid Force of Negation here. Yep. All right, they're gonna get a sneak. They're gonna get a put Teferi under us here, but ooh, missing a land drop, eh? All right, well, that feels pretty good here. Do I want to slam the Ashiok? Since we have two of them, I think we do. Nope, Mana Leak. Gotcha. I had that feeling they had Mana Leak, but I'm also not that upset that we got it countered. Because since they are missing land drops, if we can stick it. Oof. Alright, so you got the second counter spell as well? Oh, I guess I'll exile your graveyard. Not much of a reason not to since they're blue-white. Alright, we're going to get Hollowed Fountain here. Alright, let's shock this in. Stoneforge. Alright, they got Spell Snare for us. Exile some cards. Hit some nice ones here. Alright. Gonna pass. Maybe we should have just drawn cards now. Maybe we should have drawn cards now. Yeah, maybe we should have drawn cards sooner. They got 6 cards in hand. Gideon. You got a Mana Leak for him? Nope, that's a game. Alrighty. Well, our opponent stumbled, and that's all it took for us to get the match win. Yeah. I mean, the control matchup, we play a lot of really powerful cards and a lot of cards that are very big card advantage type cards. Ashiok is not so much a card advantage, but it stops from fetching, which they're only blue-white, so it's not that big of a deal. But like it stops their into Field of Ruin, so it becomes basically a Ghost Quarter. Yeah. Also, we have Esper Charm felt pretty good there, being able to draw us 2 cards. I mean, obviously it wasn't super impactful, but it felt really good. And Gideon again, very hard to deal with for these blue-white control decks. I really like him. All right, we're gonna be back for the next round in just a minute. All right, welcome back, everyone. Here we are for round number 2. We have an interesting hand. So we have a turn 1 Inquisition into a turn 3 Season Pirate or Esper Charm if we want. I like it. We're going to keep this. Yeah, we're going to keep it. We do have 4 lands, which is nice. We also, noteworthy enough, oh god, it's burn. Oh no, it's burn. Oh no, it's burn. Oh no, we're not prepared. We are not prepared for burn. All right, well maybe we'll survive. We're gonna fetch a swamp here. Maybe we'll somehow survive it. Oh my god. All right, Boros Charm, Riftbolt, Skewer. Oh, you know what? I think we were supposed to take Rift. Yeah, we were supposed to take Riftbolt or Skewer. That was bad. Yeah, I just took Boros Charm because it was the most damage. But if we take one of these, they actually only get to cast one of. They only get to cast 2. Oh, they're not gonna. Okay. All right, so they're gonna still have a card for us to take this turn. It's the moral of the story here. Good. Alright, so skewering us. Alright, so we're going to go down to 9 here. Unfortunately, because we grabbed the swamp with Bloodstained Mire, we actually shut ourselves off of our own Seasoned Pyromancer. Although... Alright, let's Inquisition again. Taking Rift Bolt. I mean, they got no cards, but they have the inevitability. We're at 9. We're going to go to 7 this turn. I'm going to get red-white. So this is tough. So we can play Seasoned Pyromancer. We can play Seasoned Pyromancer this turn going to 5. Alternatively, we just play a tap land and they go Burn Spell. We're taking the 2 damage from the Seasoned Pyro anyway. Alright. Alright. We're going to discard these 2, I think. Alright, that's a good one. That's a very good one. Yeah, that Lightning Helix is very well timed. Come on, land. Just draw on the land, opponent. Just draw on the land, please. Oh, no, they drew a Searing Blaze. Oh, no, they drew a Searing Blaze. Yeah, they drew a Searing Blaze. Yeah. Opponent, you just had to draw land once. That's all I asked for. Again, just going to do this now. I mean, they couldn't make it big enough to survive with what they have right now, but... Ooh, Eidolon. That's actually... So we're going to go to 3 here to kill it. But we get to stay alive. And if they miss once, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, if they miss once, we might be okay. They got to miss once. Okay, they got to miss twice. They got to miss twice. Oh, they got to miss twice. Okay, it's Rift Bolt. Rift Bolt. Teferi. 1 time off top. Actually, no, Teferi's still not quite there. An actual Helix, though. That'll do it. Alright, we're going to do this. Put me to 6. We still have to dodge another burn spell. Still got to dodge another burn spell. Come on, deck. Show me some love. Show me some love. Fade. Oh, yes, we faded a burn spell for a turn. Oh, yes, that's great. Okay, thank goodness. What the hell am I tapping for? Alright, normally I wouldn't Helix them. But because I want to play Seasoned Pyro to draw 2 cards, I'm going to Helix them first. Yep. Alright, another Esper Charm's good. All right, they go to 10. We're not out of the woods yet, but we're also in a decent spot here. All right, they skewer me. We're down to 3. All right, let's tack. All right, so here's a tough choice. So, do we want to... Man. If we draw step, discard them. If they have an instant, they kill us. But otherwise, we have one more turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can't quite do both of these, even if we shock ourselves this turn. Alternatively, we could Esper Charm, trying to dig for our last Lightning Helix. Okay, so let's think about this. So they have a bunch of creatures: Lava Spike, Skewer the Critics, Rift Bolt, all sorcery speed. They have Lightning Bolt, Lightning Helix, Boros Charm, Searing Blaze, all instant speed, but Searing Blaze doesn't actually get us. Alright, let's do this. Put this in play tapped. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a step, make them discard. Did they get us? Alright, well, we would have survived that one anyway. So that is a little awkward because we would have survived that one, but we got to fade one more turn. That may have been too aggressive, I guess. So yeah, here we still got to fade one more turn, but did they get us? Oh, they didn't get us. Although I guess technically the Swiss Spirit would have also extended our clock another turn. Well, no, it wouldn't have because we could Season Pyromancer this turn. So never mind. All right, Esper Charm saving the day with that destroy target enchantment. All right, like I said, we don't really have anything for against burn, so we're just gonna bring in some vetoes. Yeah, just gonna bring in some vetoes. Probably over Crackling Doom. I mean, oh, actually, Thoughtseize has come out. I guess we bring these back in then. I guess that's where we're at. All right. Yeah, I think Thoughtseize is just strictly worse than Crackling Doom. Admittedly, a lot of our deck is just bad, but all right, we're gonna keep this. We're missing a white source for our Helix, but we have Season Pyromancer. We have Lightning Bolt. All right, Swift Spear. All right, I'm gonna turn Swift Spear into a Lightning Rod real quick. BRB. Ooh, yes, that's a good draw. That's a very good draw. Now we have Lightning Helix mana. Which means if they play Idol on here, we can Lightning Helix it. Nope, suspend Rift Bolt. Even better. Alright, I'm going to go Marsh Flats. And depending on what they play, I might just go grab a Plains. Yep, they're going to shoot me here with a Rift Bolt. I almost said Rift Helix. Hey, there you go. Rift Helix. Just Swiss, but Rift Bolt, except turn 2. Alright, Fire Islet. Alright, now I'm going to grab a Hollowed Fountain tapped. Because our opponent didn't make me play anything during their turn. Esper Charm. So, what do we think here? Honestly, I kind of want to just go Swamp, make them discard 2 cards. Because if we hit 2 burn spells, we're in a great spot all of a sudden. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. But we're going to wait till they either decide to draw a card or until they go to cast a spell, which I'm assuming they're going to do at a turn. Yep, alright. So resolve that. Make them discard. Oh, we can't. I screwed up there. Oh, yep. That's a red source. I screwed up. Okay. Yep, that was a mistake. Spike me. Alright, that was a pretty big mistake there. That's almost certainly going to cost us big time. Alright, yeah, we're gonna that was a big mistake. Ouch. I didn't pay attention. I forgot we played a swamp or mountain turn 1. Yep. On the bright side, it feels like they have a lot of lands in hand. So I don't feel like we're missing too many opportunities here. Alright, let's... I want to leave this up like this. Do I? So we have just as many paths as we do... Yeah, we'll do this. Whatever. And we're going to discard Sword and Steaments. Nice, so we got Teferi. Second Gideon's not spectacular, but... Can't get a black-white land here next turn. Woof. Well, that's the risk of playing creatures, but, I mean, like I said, this matchup's pretty bad for us just starting off. I think it would have been much better had we had the correct land so we could Esper Charm them, but, you know. Bad play begets what it gets. Yeah, Godless Shred's fine. Draw for turn. It's a Stoneforge Mystic. Actually, we're going to play Stoneforge. They could have a way to kill it, but we're already at the mana to cast Batterskull. I think that's how we're winning this match anyway. By putting Batterskull into play. And we still have Lightning Helix mana. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot again. I could have tapped so we had Esper Charm up too. Yeah, that was bad. Although truth be told, at this point, I think Esper Charm is kind of not going to matter anymore. Put me to 4. Yep, no land. Alright, we're going to respond to Skullcrack with a Lightning Helix. Hope they don't have a second one. Nothing we can do about that. They got us. Alright. Yeah, had we had that Esper Charm up earlier, we would have been able to get them there with since they were holding Skullcracks clearly. Alright. Let's try this one more time. I mean, I think that match was way closer, or that game 2 was way closer than it should have been, as far as it felt. Like, obviously, we still were pretty far away from winning the game, but it felt like we still were way more into that game than we should have been. We're going to mulligan. This hand's nowhere near keepable. Nor is that one. Neither is this one, honestly, but I think we just got to keep it. We got a Lightning Bolt, Helix. Yeah, no, let's put those to the bottom. And pass. Yep, inspiring advantage every game. Nope, suspend Riftbolt. Alright. Well, that might be a good sign for us. Draw for turn. Flooded Strand. That's a Hallowed Fountain. Obviously now I wish I want to put the Snapcaster on bottom, but you know. I want to keep stuff that we were... Well, yeah, I guess it was just greedy to put... I guess it was dumb to put Snapcaster on the bottom. We just put the second Blood Crypt. Is there really a reason not to? There comes Eidolon of the Great Revels, I'm assuming. Yep. Which we were just going to instantly just kill. Yep. Yep. Like I said, we're getting Hallowed Fountain here. Yep. Kill it. Untap. Alright. Esper Charm, again, not bad. Don't have the mana to cast it yet, though. We could not have gotten the mana to cast it either, because we needed another white or blue source. Bolt me. Is it possible we're supposed to just Helix him here? Keep our life total high. If they had a creature, I'm assuming they would have played it out. They're going to fetch and Skullcrack us. I guess that was a possible risk. This does force them into a situation where... I guess now we hope somehow this survives and we can try to win the game. Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe it was too aggressive to try and Helix them there, but... I don't know, the way they're playing this game, I don't see us actually getting a position where they were going to be tapped out enough for us to get them. Always have it, man. Like I said, we did not hedge for this matchup. We built our deck in a way that was going to lose to this deck without much question. So, not too surprising that we're losing. Like, not surprising at all. Yeah, put us to 1. Cool. Yep, kill me. Alright, back for the next round in just a minute. Welcome back, everyone. Here we're for round 3 on the play. Now, to no one's surprise, alright, we're going to mulligan. To no one's surprise, we lost a burn. Again, like we said at the beginning, we were not hedging against burn whatsoever. God, this is terrible. Can't cast any of our spells, but I think we still keep it. We're 1 white source away from being having a decent hand, and a 2nd red source away from also having a pretty good hand, so I think keeping it's fine. Mulligan to 5. Every time I see someone mulligan that low, I immediately assume they're Tron. And then look at our hand and assume that we're not going to have a good time because we don't have a hand we're not playing a deck that's actually reasonable against Tron either, really. All right, this is worse, I think. Some kind of snow. I don't know why I opened that. White source. So now I left us in a position where we can play either of these on turn 3 if we draw the appropriate land, as well as we can also obviously just play Stoneforge Mystique. It's possible maybe we wanted to adjust our deck to play Astrolabs too. Alright, well that's a Thoughtseize. See what they're working with. Alright, so they're a Bring to Niv deck. I mean, I guess we take Renin 6 because it can let them reoccur their lands and we don't have a real way of killing him. Lightning Helix is also a problem, though. Could just take Bring to Light. That's obviously the big card here. I also have a Supreme Verdict. Let's just take Brennan 6. If they draw a fetch land, I'd really rather than not just be able to play a bunch of lands. Oh, they missed a land drop again. White source. Alright, deck. Let's snap Thoughtseize. This time we're going to take the Bring to Light. Everything else I'm not too worried about having to fight. But Bring to Light's not one I want to fight against. Missing the land drop again. Yeah. Alright, well, if they manage to not be able to Helix us next turn, we get to equip the sword. Alright, well, they're just done. That's a shame. I don't like winning matches where they just mulligan to Oblivion and we win. Although, to be fair, the Bring to Light Niv deck is... Take how grindy this deck is built to try and be between Seasoned Pyromancers, Snapcasters, Gideons, Stoneforge, and then triple that. And then multiply that number by another 50 or so. And you get this Bring to Niv deck, because it's just so grindy. So we want those. We want this. Probably want Ashiok. I think we want Ashioks. Probably cut Dragonlord Ojutai. Probably cut Esper Charms. Crackling Doom. Like a Lightning Bolt? Or maybe we're keeping those in and cutting the pushes. These at least kill Niv Mizzet and the bigger creatures. So, also this stops Bring to Light too, right? Yeah, I think so. I believe so. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I'm just absolutely surprised by how close that burn match was. And by close, I mean we won a game. That was much more than I expected. Yes, it was a main board game. So, if we're going to win one, it was probably going to be main board. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, that was the one of the big 4 matches, or big 3 decks. Is it big 3 decks? Urzethopter, Tron, Valakut, yeah, Burn. So that's the one of the decks that I just disregarded in building the sideboard because I'd rather not lose to the others, and I still stand by that. I even said we're gonna probably play a bunch of burn decks now. So I'm pleased that we only faced one thus far in 3 rounds. Because I've had a few leagues where it's like, all right, well, we're just not gonna build my sideboard to beat this deck. I don't care, whatever. We're gonna focus on these other decks that we have a problem with. And then, sure enough, I've played 3 of those in a row. That happened with Hogak once, playing against Hogak, and that was rough. That was very rough. Alright, I think we'll keep. I mean, this hand's not amazing, but we do have an Inquisition and we do have a Disdainful Stroke. Astrolab, I'm assuming. Oh no, Safe Right Quest. Alright, we are going to go... I think I want to go Blood Crypt Inquisition. Yeah, Blood Crypt Inquisition looks pretty good here. Our life total does matter here, but obviously not like it does against Burn. Inquisition. Lightning Bolt, Dreadbore, Astrolabe, Renin 6. So the only card in their hand we actually have a hard time dealing with, since we have the counterspell for Niv Mizzet, is Renin 6. We don't actually care about these other two, or this Astrolabe. Alright, we're going to take the Renin 6. They don't have any lands to get back yet, I know, so they can't get any immediate value. But just ultimating this in this deck is just super powerful, so we don't want to even put that on the table. Although I do admit we could play the line where we try and cut them off as much mana sources as possible, so we do take this away, leaving them with this. To which they kind of have to draw. Kind of have to draw a land for it to be good. Also, if they go to Fairy, though, we're in trouble. That's another thing. A lot of these versions play Terminates or Dreadbores, and this version's not playing any of those. Which I think is an oversight. A major oversight. And truth be told, if I could go back to the moment I was building deck building, I probably would cut a Crackling Doom for yeah. Alright, we're gonna grab Steam Ventu. Alright, Jovin's Veto. I like that one a lot too here. Here's the problem though. Alright, we gotta get some kind of pressure going, we gotta get something going here. Because honestly, they have so much card advantage that they're just gonna eventually bury us. There are no two ways about it. Right, I'm going to fetch this Marsh Flats. And I'm going to grab a Godless Shrine. I'm going to shock this in so I have both these up. Actually, I guess we could have just played Island to have them both up. Yeah, that was pretty loose. Alright, whatever. Black. Alright, now they can cast Niv Mizzet. Yep. So we gotta go turn one of these into, yep. Ashiok, eh? Yeah, I'm gonna counter that. I just don't want to deal with it. It's not even so much that I'm that afraid of it. I don't want to have to deal with it. I'll forget that it's on the board, or I'll forget its static ability and try and fetch with this Bloodstained Mire and fail to be able to search my library. I just don't want to deal with that. That's just too much stuff. All right, draw for turn. It is a Blood Crypt, and we're gonna play this in pass. Still have Lightning Helix and Disdainful Stroke up now. Here's the thing, like, at this point, almost any 5-drop. Alright, we gotta counter this Niv Mizzet. We don't have a choice. Yeah, we just don't have a choice. It's gotta counter it. I would really like to start drawing cards that matter against their known 2 removal spells. Although I guess technically we were probably not supposed to counter this, right? I guess we're supposed to hold up the veto for a potential Bring to Light. Alright, let's see how many cards they get. Alright, so they're getting Huntmaster, or they can... Jesus Christ. Alright, so they're getting Bring to Light, an Assassin's Trophy, and a Safe Ride Quest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, don't know which one they took. Huntmaster. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know how, like, unless we magically drew a Rakdos Return that's not in the deck, I don't know how we beat this hand. Honestly, I literally don't know how. Alright, so one of these is unknown because we don't know about Rena 6 or... I forgot to fetch. I'm an idiot. Alright, well, let's fetch now. Darn you, basics. Alright, we're, So yeah, I mean we had a disruptive hand, but we had no clock, which is the problem because they have the inevitability of actually hitting a eventual gigantic creature. So like right here, if I was them, honestly, I would just start dropping my hand. I'd probably would have taken the Huntmaster here. Actually, they don't have that much to drop. Like, yeah, actually, they don't have very much going on. They have another Bring to Light to get another Niv Mizzet, which sucks, but. Yep. All right, so they did not take the Ren 6. It's Huntmaster instead. Yep, triggers. All right, we're gonna path it. Or, that's not a path, Joey. That's a lightning bolt. Thank you guys, because I did not know what it was. All right, draw for turn here. Seasoned Pyromancer. All right, we are in fact going to kill the puppy because we're going to discard this card otherwise. Although we may not want to do this actually because they do have a Seasoned Pyromancer. Or they do have a Hostage Taker, but whatever. We're just going to play it out. Well, that's a good card. That's a perfectly fine card there, opponent deck. I mean, not our best card here, but it's a good card. It checks out as a good card. So, yeah, against this deck, a lot of the way we beat them is they stumble. Here we know 5 of their 6 cards, and honestly, right now, based on their hand, I think I could just kill it. That's annoying. Yeah, that's bad, because now we just can't win, right? Now because we know there's 6 cards. Yeah. If we take this, they still have Bring to Light. We take this, they still have Hostage Taker. Whatever, let's take the Niv Mizzet, I guess. Make them have to work to get us. Losing our Gideon's not as big of a deal, to be honest. It does suck, but it's notably not as big of a deal. Of course, if I'm them, I'm just playing Hostage Taker this turn. I'm not even going to bother with any of that other nonsense. Hostage Taker, take control of the Seasoned Pyromancer, play Seasoned Pyro, discard my Breeding Pool, and probably the Dreadbore. No, they're just swinging a Haymaker and going big creature. That makes sense. Alright, I mean, you get Niv Mizzet, I'm just going to concede. I don't know what else you could be getting, but... Kess Dissident Mage? Whatever. Whatever. Alright, let's try this one more time. So perhaps maybe Esper Charm. Discard mode's better. Alright, let's try it. I still think we don't win this matchup very well. I still think we're pretty likely to lose, but you know, whatever. Like, they have just as much removal as they do threats. And they draw dozens of cards at a time because of the way their deck's constructed. So, I mean, it's a good deck. Like, I don't know if 2 Inquisitions is good enough. All right, we'll try it. If we draw a blue source, we have both access to our entire hand. We got 2 turns to do so. Open on Inquisition. Jesus H. Christ. Okay. I'm officially not okay with what's happening here. Our opponent, Strong Arm McGee over here, is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a crappy hand and we'll roll it. And we're sitting here like, dude, why are you doing that to me, brother? Why are you gonna do me dirty like that? Why are you gonna do me dirty like that? We're not gonna Inquisition. We know all but 1 card in their hand. It's possible later on we might Inquisition them, but at the moment we're not gonna Inquisition. Although maybe that's wrong, because if they drew a Wrenn and 6, we're gonna feel stupid. Since Wrenn and 6 makes our Esper Charm terrible. Yeah, maybe we should have done that. Yeah, they probably drew Wrenn and 6, right? 100% drew Wrenn and 6. Yep, every time. Every single freaking time. Yeah, now we're just never beating them. And like, I can't even like double bolt him here. I'm gonna uptick him. Yeah, so like, we gotta get this off the table, and we gotta like kill their board, or their hand rather. Yeah, we're just dead. I should have Inquisition there, and the odds that they could have grabbed a Wrenn and 6, but yeah. I mean, that's it. Like, them hitting a Wrenn and 6 is so unlikely. God, that's so annoying. Like, they probably only play like 2 Wrenn and 6 in their entire deck. Yet they managed to draw it. Like, that's so irritating. Like, it really, really is. Honestly, it's so irritating. Yep. Wow. And it's just literally a bunch of uncastable, unplayable cards for another 2 turns. And yet we are still probably going to lose to this Niv Mizzet. I want to bring that into perspective that we're probably still going to just lose to this Niv Mizzet. Yep, pick back up your windswept teeth. Mm-hmm. Yep, and go to discard. You can just discard the windswept teeth again. Well, I mean, Like, that's... Like, we got no answer here, right? Like, they go Niv Mizzet. Sure, we path it, but then they just have a bunch of cards in hand that we can't beat. Red, blue... No, that needs to be white. Red, white, green, black, blue. Yep. I mean, this is a tough matchup to start with, and then we just didn't draw well either. Like, we drew we should have Inquisitioned him there, I guess. I don't know. I feel like the odds of them actually drawing a card in the one draw step they had was going to be a good card, was going to be very, very slim. Huntmaster running 6. Well, thankfully that's the only 4 cards they could have picked up. Yeah, and then they just have this Renin 6 too, so that we just can't do much about it. I guess we can bolt the Renin 6 right now. I feel so terrible. Now they're just going to dump a bunch of lands here because I don't need any of them. Yay, Stoneforge Mystic, right on time. If you're wondering, no, I'm not angry about this at all. I'm not irritated with this matchup because our deck just didn't draw cards this match. I have 0 negative feelings about that whatsoever. In case you were wondering. Yes, I mean, here they go. Teferi of their own. Yep. Bounce our Stoneforge. Yeah. I can just Saturn Trophy this and then have the access to their Bring to Light again. We can't stop them. Yeah. Alright, let's just move on. Alright, we'll be back in just a minute for the next round. Welcome back, everyone. Here we are. On the play. Yeah, this hand's fine. It can get us our colors. A little awkward having Batterskull in our opening hand, but should be fine. We have an Esper Charm here. So this can get us black, white, and then we have blue and white, as well as red. Actually, this probably is red, black, so we have double red. Alright. Alright. So this is potentially not going to be a great matchup. I guess maybe we could have left it up so we could Lightning Helix. Yep. Yeah, I kind of wish we would have left it up so we could Lightning Helix that. Alright, let's draw Lightning Bolt. Thoughtseize, eh? Sit on that. I will take the Ravager. Yeah, Stubborn to now is a little awkward, but Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. So I don't want to play this with a Stubborn Denial because I don't want to... I want to force him to pop this Welling Jar so our next burn spell actually kills this. So that's where... Yep, alright. Fortunately, this counters our Batter Skull. Which, you know, again, we're not exactly well prepared for this matchup. We got rejections, silences, angers. I guess we're fine. I mean, definitely nothing I'm going to ride home about, but... Black, red, white. Black, blue, I guess. Okay. Snap. Targeting Helix. We still have Stubborn Denial mana up. Yep. Oh, we don't know the last card in the hand. Oh, they had a second Stubborn. Wow. Alright, so we just lose? Right? This game? This would be a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We go to 3. Yeah, you just activate both an attack and we're dead. Like we go to 3, but we're basically dead. And this becomes a 4/4, so we can't actually kill it. Uh-huh. I was gonna just take myself out, but I guess I'll just draw 2 cards and see what we get. Yeah, alright. Okay. That's about how I expected that game to go. Game 1 at least. Game 2 we get a little bit more game. We get this anger, rejection, we get these stonies. Veto's even not terrible necessarily. I don't want vetoes. Veto's not that great though. Chandra's probably better than like Dragon Lord Ojutai. I'm gonna cut the sword since we're bringing in stonies. Cut a Stoneforge. Maybe cut a Gideon and a Thoughtseize. So I think 5 discard spells is a little bit much against a deck that's probably going to dump their hand most of the time. I think this is fine. Plus we're bringing another one mana interaction spell and Ceremonious Rejection. I'd love to play first. This hand feels great. We're going to keep it. Admittedly, I would obviously have preferred to have had a 1 mana, like a Ceremonious Rejection to open the game. Yep. Sure. Yep. Maybe we shouldn't have shocked that in, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Yep, start by killing that. Cool. Oh, there's floating a mana. Interesting. Double Ravager. That's terrible. That, on the other hand, is great. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of that. I really am. Oh boy. Yep. Big fan of that. Big fan. Just keep them off the table. Well, I guess modular works. I didn't think about that. Okay, that wasn't my smartest move. I mean, I still would have helixed him, but I would have waited till the combat step. Forgot modular works. Rough. That sucks. Cranial plating. Saheeli Rai? Okay. What the hell is going on? Oh my god. What the hell is going on? Steam vents tapped. Yeah, they got plenty of stuff to sacrifice to be able to protect the Arcbound Ravager. Signal Pest. This game went from one that I felt like we were going to win pretty easily to a game that I don't feel like we even have a chance in anymore. And that's a swing I'm not very used to. I mean, it's modern, so it's not that surprising, but it's like... Yep. And again, we took out the sword because we expected to not be able to use it. Shit. Honestly, I'm a little surprised they're not making copies of the Ravagers. Yeah, this is not good. We need to draw another Stony Silence here. Like next turn. Yeah, like really, we need to draw another Stony Silence like immediately. Because this is going very badly for us. Why can't Snapcaster Mage snap back enchantments? That'd be great. That'd be really great. Yeah, I mean, this is just another matchup that we don't have a lot of removal for. I mean, even Anger awkward enough here like doesn't do the job. They can just protect their Arcbound Ravagers. And even worse, we don't actually have enough red mana to Anger and Bolt. So we can't even try to kill an Arcbound Ravager they go big on. Yep, no blocks. Well, Snap's a good one. Snappy is definitely a good one. Alright, we might be setting up for a turn here. Yeah, we might be setting up for a good one here. Like a copy of Signal Pest, sure. Yep. 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 Move to blocks. Block this one. Okay. Take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stacking onto that one. Onto there, eh? Yep. Yep. The stack is very much so in the way. Now we path this. Unfortunately, they do get to move these counters over to another one. But I guess it's just to this one. Am I missing something? Do they have a Galvanic Blast in hand? No, even Galvanic Blast, but they'd be short 1 point. They put that on the wrong one, right? Like they put it on the token that dies at the end of turn? Huh. Okay. So they did have Galvanic Blast. Alright. So, you remember back a couple turns ago when I said this felt like this game got so far out of our hands that we were just completely out of it? I am so confused. This is like the Blue-White Stoneblade deck video where against Jun in the final match in game 1, or game 2 rather, we somehow managed to get back into it and fumble into a win. And for the life of me, I don't get how. So, I'm going to bring the Thoughtseize back in. They seem to be a little bit higher converted mana cost of a deck. I'm just going to Season Pyromancer? Sure. Yeah. Cracking Doom is actually great against them now that I think about it, though, because it's going to make them kill their most powerful creature, so the Arcbound Ravager doesn't even get to move over to a new creature. Ooh. Alright. We're gonna roll it with this hand. This hand looks pretty good. We can get white red and blue red. And this hand's pretty functional here. I like it. I likes it a lot. Opponent went to 5. Opponent leads on Mem Knight. Blink Moth. Lead on blue red. Blue red, white black. Right? Is that what we decided? No. Still Overseer resolves. Take 1. That's a lie. I'm actually taking a lot here. What do we decide? Blue red? Yeah, blue red, I think. Man, I don't know. You're asking the wrong person. That's going to make this a lot simpler. Click the white. Yes, and yeah, we have no sword to find, so we're fine. This should tell them we have 2 equipments in our hand, which should... Yep, resolves. Galvanic Blast. Yep, not surprising. I'm going to clean both those up this turn. Hold on, let's see. What cards in our deck do we have that are black right now? Esper Charms, discards, and pushes? No. Steel Overseer, nice. Yep. Alright, well. I like where we're at right now. Arcbound Ravager. Welding Jar. Ooh, can't regenerate through a Path to Exile, buddy. Yep. Alright, they get into the land here, which is maybe a little scary. Let's get another Red Swords and Blood Crypt. Alright. Let's see. Master of Ethereum. What do we draw for turn? Hall Fountain tapped. Stony Silence. Seasoned Pyromancer. Drawn 2 more bangers. Attack with the whole team. Pass and turn. Alright. Got a second Blink Moth. Second Master of Ethereum. Alright. Alright, draw for turn. Thoughts easy. Alright, let's tackle the team. I mean, they got to block. All right. Well played, opponent. Well played. All right, and that's all they wrote. All right. Well, we are 2-2 heading on to the final round. Yeah, that was a match I felt like we had completely lost control over and we're gonna lose, but we kind of fell back into it. Snapcaster's a hell of a card. Stoneforge and Batterskull are great. Like, don't get me wrong, they're not broken. They're not too powerful for the format by any means, but I think they're a nice fit in the format. I think they make it feel a little more reasonable trying to play something a little more fair. Because they do give you something powerful. Because at the end of the day, it's not busted, but it's very powerful. All right, we'll be back in just a minute for round number 5. Welcome in, everyone. Here we are on the play for round number 5. This is one of those hands again. Everything around it's pretty good. It's very slow, not doing a whole lot early on, but it's got a lot of powerful cards. So I think in a blind matchup, I think we're gonna keep this. Again, we have a Batterskull, but I just don't think. I mean, we could do better than this on a 6, I'm sure, but I don't think it's worth trying. We already effectively have a 6. So. Yeah. We should have gone down. Well, maybe not. You never know. Yep. Jesus. Never don't have it. Never don't have it. Yep, never don't have it. Mm-hmm. Yep, Karn. I'd be less than surprised to see an uptick here. I mean, down 6, they could get rid of some of our stuff, but like, unless they really think we grab the Sword of Fire and Ice, apparently they do. Okay. So we got black, white. Now we have blue. All right. Well, let's start with this. Get rid of Karn off the table. I think we're gonna pass. The scary thing is they just have a handful of cards, and that's really scary. You don't know what they could have. Here's where we hope they don't have another land. They have another land, of course. In usual Tron fashion, they have another land. Let's go Godless Shrine, tapped. We don't have anything in the main board that really matters against Tron, right? No, we don't. Make him discard. Sure. Map. Awesome. I'm not a fan of them doing that there, to be honest. I'm a fan of that, though. Although, I mean, if they have, like, land Ugin here, we'd be pretty dead, but, you know. Alright, Ugin. Alright, they -4 here. Fatal Push is definitely not going to do anything we want it to do. So, Season Pyro, Trigger. Well, now they can kill this, go up to 5, and then we get a 3/4. I'm down to 1. Oh, God. We're just, like, never going to be able to keep up with how big they can. Alright, well, that. Path Degs off the top. No, there's a land, though. Alright. We have reached the point of being completely dead. So. Because even if we Crackling Doom, shoot them in the face, they still gotta just -0 and kill our tokens. So, Tron. Say hello. To honestly, potentially a lot of cards. These are the potential cards. I want Ojutai out. Pushes are terrible. Bolts aren't particularly great. Actually, Bolt's probably better than Helix, but I don't think I want either of them in. Sword's not particularly good. Should make a Crackling Doom since all it deals with is the. Well, no, actually, Crackling Doom also helps to deal with Ulamog. Alright, let's try that. I don't think we're going to win this match, but I said that about the Affinity match, too, and it felt like it was going to be unwinnable, but we, or at least the specific matches we were playing. Keep. Not great because we don't have much lands, but potentially a very quick and very powerful hand. Also, quite a clock if we do start drawing some lands. So with a Damping Sphere, we might have enough axe power to deal with what they're doing. Alright, let's go. If I go black, red, red, white. Yeah, let's go black, red. Well, oh, I'm an idiot. I should have taken the O-Stone. Whatever. This means they're going to have less mana in general. We're doing red, white, right? Alright. Yep. Land. Nope. Alright. I just don't think we can afford to get hit with a Tron land into a Worm Coil. I mean, obviously, there's a big argument we should have just played the Inquisition here. I'm a dumbass. Oh my god. Okay, so turn 1 we should have taken the Oblivion Stone. This turn we should have passed, leaving up Stoneforge activation. Played the Worm Coil, not caring because we're going to path it. Yeah, so correct lines are there. They're not the ones I'm making, however. So this is another reason why I didn't like the initial idea of playing Seasoned Pyromancer. Yeah, O-Stone. Yeah. Yep. Well, that's a card that can't be played. I was hoping to draw a land so we could bounce this Batterskull, but clearly that's not how Magic works. There's their 5th land for their Oblivion Stone. Oh, that's a land. I'm an Inquisition. Double Worm Coil. It's going to be very difficult to beat, but I mean, we technically have the cards in our deck that can do it. Alright, Gideon. Create a knight. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They had another Urza, another power plant or whatever. They hit a power plant, we could be in trouble. So they could cast both Worm Coils in the same turn. I guess there's your argument for not leaving Season Pyro. Discard these 2. Drawn to Snap Ash. Alright, awesome. So if their plan to beat us is just slam double Worm Coil, we can get out of it. Nice. Alright. But if they go, I mean, even if they go Ulamog here, we can still deal with it pretty well. 2, 4, 6. Karn's also beatable. 2, 4, 5, 6. Just play a Worm Coil out, please. Doesn't matter. Two, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yep. All right. Well, we punted our way through this one, but we managed to get there. So, I think had we played correctly, we'd have won much easier. I also think it's would have been better if them just slammed double Worm Coil, because then we have to have 2 Path to Exiles to beat them, and the odds of that happening are not super high. Since we only have 2. I mean, obviously, I don't know we only have 2, but come on, we're like a 4-color deck here. Possibly maybe we do actually want the Ojutai back in over a Seasoned Pyromancer. Nah, let's just run it. That's right, we just got a sword, so that second Stoneforge Mystic was actually a dead card. Never mind, that's right. This deck's, I don't know, I really like this deck. It may not be that good, but I really enjoy playing it. It's really fun to play. It's got a lot of powerful cards. I don't know. For me, arguably adding black to Jeskai is probably unnecessary in the format. If this was on a play, I think this hand would be decent enough. Let's keep it and hope turn 2 discards enough to disrupt them. Or, well, their turn 2, our turn 1. Probably not. Certainly, possibly not. When you put it that way, take a star, I guess. I mean, this hand they have is a very beatable hand. Yep. Woof. We certainly would have liked to have avoided that. And by we, I mean I would love to have avoided that. If all they're doing this turn is cracking that for green and playing Thragtusk, though, like, we're not in that bad a shape here, right? Yep. Okay. The Steam Mints. I'm not sure exactly what the entire benefit of actually grabbing the Steam Mints there instead is. Alright, let's go. Blood Crypt. Thoughtseize. Take Ballista. Play Stoneforge. Yes. Grab Batterskull. Pass. Hope to dodge them drawing big stuff. And starting next turn, we can actually hold up Snap Disdainful Stroke. Uh-oh. Alright, Expedition Map. That's okay. They can do that. That's fine. Grab words. Ugin Sanctum. Or a Forest, actually. They could grab a Forest, too, since they have Thragtusks in. Yeah, Forest. Play Tower. Yep, draw for turn. Second Ashiok. Alright. No attacks. We're going to pass. Alright, please no Ugin. Or Ulamog, I mean. Alright, Wormcoil. We can beat a Wormcoil. Alright, let's fetch. Since just getting an island. Snap. Stable Stroke. Stable Stroke. Fetch. Swamp. Attack for 2. Alright, let's hope to dodge their stuff for a while. We gotta close this game out quickly here. Which I mean 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 turns. They gotta fade draws. We gotta have them fade draws every turn here. That ain't gonna do it. Interesting choice. Alright, well, O-Stone wasn't the worst, and they didn't play their land either, which is interesting. Jesus Christ. Yeah, blow it up now, opponent. Alright, well, this one's probably over with now. Hitting 2 O-Stones in a row is exactly what they needed to do. They needed 2 big ways of dealing with our stuff that we couldn't actually interact with. His Stirring's in a Worm Coil, so that's nice. Cool. And we have no burn spells left in our deck, so we just can't deal with that. Nice. Alright. Well, we put up a fight. Not a good one necessarily, but we put up a fight. Yeah. Just coming up a little short here. Tron's obviously not a very easy to win match. But, you know, it is what it is. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. The deck's sweet. I really enjoy it still, all things considered. What would I change about the list specifically? I like the Season Pyromancers. They were really, really good. Esper Charm, the times we played it, it felt decent. I don't know. Also, the 12-1 drops, possibly, I don't know. Interesting. Ojutai I definitely cut. I don't think Ojutai was worth it. Having the 2 Gideons seems fine. We normally had a split there in that slot. Yeah, honestly, I think the Esper Charms can go. Other than that, honestly, like, cutting these 4 cards potentially for other cards. I like the Stoneforge package. I think it's a keeper. Which does mean no more Jace Vern's Prodigy, no more Search for Azcanta. Possible to bring back Kolaghan's Command now. I took out the Kolaghan's commands, even though I really, really like them in the Stoneforge meta, because I wanted to try the Esper Charms to see how they felt. And honestly, they were fine. Perhaps in the older version, without Stoneforge, they would have been better. But I think they were still fine. You know, the deck still felt good. Tron's a bad matchup, and Burn, we're just not prepared for Burn. End of story. Like, that's just how it is. Like, I deliberately did not hedge heavily against Burn, and I said that in the beginning of the video. Yeah, and I don't regret it. It's the choice I made. Yeah, I like the way the deck is, though. I do enjoy it. Sword of Fire and Ice, I think, is the best sword for the deck because we don't play any counterspells in the main. We don't have enough creatures, I think, to warrant Sword of Light and Shadow. Life Gain from Life and Shadow is nice, but I don't think we have enough creatures to warrant it, really. The protection is good, but I think that Fire and Ice gives us a lot more value in drawing us cards and being able to deal damage than not. Something we missed about not having Vendalion Click or in a threat like that is the disruption and the quick clock. But, you know, that is what it is. Also, I want to try this list with Bitter Blossom in it at some point. Perhaps our next version will play Bitter Blossom. Who knows? I think Bitter Blossom and Stoneforge could be a really good combination together. Not trying to be like fairies or anything, or not trying to be tokens, but being kind of in the middle. Yeah, Season Pyramids are also, you know, like I said, felt good. Gideon did what Gideon does. The removal suite, again, like I said, we never really even used the Fatal Pushes. Fatal Push is really good against Tarmogoyf and stuff like that. I don't know. It's hard to say. We didn't really play any matches where this is usable. As far as our sideboard goes, Chandra can get cut, I believe. I think the third Ashiok can come out for something else. Again, possibly just needing to hedge against burn. That's very much a consideration now. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like this video, it would help me out a ton if you hit that subscribe button, like it, and if you would share this video to your friends that like Magic videos. Yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys next time.